Leo, social community is the way. They're going to show you the way. And let me say, it is time for you to get your social groove back on. Welcome to our channel. Leo, April is going to just really rock for you. This new spring energy is really bringing some of you into a better place, a better position in all areas of your life. But the community, the people that you associate with, if you've been isolated from people, it's time to put yourself back out there. Let's take a look at the sun, moon, rising sign of Leo and anywhere that Leo is predominant in your placement. So right now, 2025, we know this is the year of change. This is the year of karma. This is the 9 year, and that is completion, where all the old is going away. It's going away. And then the new starts coming up. This is like the rebirth or the rejuvenation of the authentic Leo. If you've been finding yourself not quite fitting in with people because of everything that you've been through, and Leo, you are no different than any other zodiac sign. I know a lot of you were hit really hard when it comes to people you love, families being divided, and losing things that meant something very, very important to you. This could be job, this could be a location where you live, your home. But with this new energy that's coming in, we are going through so many different planetary shifts, energy shifts, Mercury going direct on the 6th of April. All of these different changes that are coming in with each partial eclipse and each eclipse, and it just goes on, where we could spend an hour talking just on the astrology side. But this is a psychic astro forecast where we're looking beyond that. I see it, hear it, and feel it, know it for you. I'm being guided through these readings. Now, some of you are getting downloads based on what you went through. You're coming out of it and you're seeing like the light at the end of the tunnel is what I'm being shown. So it's like a bright light, and I don't mean like this false stuff. There's so much stuff out there that is not really true, but it's a great conspiracy theory. It's a great theory. It's theologically, just however you want to look at it. Some of it's just downright entertaining, that's for sure. But making sure that you understand what direction you're going in. It has everything to do. This is the card that came out for you, is the Nine of Cups. Now, every time I see this card, I think of Leo, because you really are a social magnet. You just bring people into you, that fiery energy. If it's been stifled, especially over the last 3 months with all of this stuff going on, how emotional highs and lows, unable to sleep, feeling the electricity, this energy, it's high vibrating energy roaming through our bodies, through our chakras. If that was you, it's time to get back out there and get going again. You may have felt that you needed to take a break, and that's okay. That was meant for you to do. So everything you've been through is really putting you at this time right now between March, and if you didn't, between March, if you didn't see your March reading, please check it out. March and June, this is the month for rebirth. The spring, Aries is the new beginning. Aries is really where we begin. That's where spring is, and spring is where things start growing from a little tiny seed into something amazing. That's what I see coming in for you. Now, if you're still stuck on the past, don't worry. You also got the Magician card, and this is you being able to manifest, to create, to inspire, to draw in with your fiery energy whatever it is you actually want. So this is just this beautiful getting in sync again with the real you. Now that's going to blend a little bit of the old and bring in some of this new vibration that you've been going through, working on yourself, becoming more authentic. It is absolutely going to be exciting for you guys, particularly all the way through the month of July. All right, I see it even going beyond June, where it's just high vibrating fun filled adventure, all of the things that represent that fire energy. And you really wrapping it up, man. You're like, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to run and I'm going to take it. So run and take that energy. We're going to look at your foundation, and then we're going to look at relationships in general, whatever message comes out for you. And I'll give you the final message at the end. All right, you guys, when it comes to your foundation, you do have the King of Swords. This is about justice, and you also have the Seven of Swords. So somebody really took advantage of you when it comes to your foundation. Remember, your foundation is where you live. It's your house, it's your car, it's the foundation underneath you, just on top of the ground, and it may even include the ground. Whoever this particular individual was, and some of you, it may be losing your home. There is a sense of justice going to come back to you. All right, just know that whatever was taken that affected your mental clarity, that affected your being able to open your heart space and socialize, right? It probably shut you down. This is going to turn around. 2025 is a year of closure. It's the ending. It's the karma. It's the justice of everything that we've been through for every single person. It's not just the people you see on TV, it's everyone. So this justice that's coming through is going to be very beneficial. Now, I am seeing for some of you, there will be a move. So again, and I am seeing dirt. So if it was land that you purchased that there was an issue with, just put in the comment, it was me. That's all you need to do. That is taking action. And remember, when we work in tandem together through these readings, this is your moment to take action. There's justice. There is a reward coming in for those of you that I'm seeing for this group of Leos, where it was, I feel like some of you, there was damage done to the property and you couldn't move in. Now, I don't mean that it was part of, necessarily like part of a big flood or anything like that. This feels more like localized, like there was a water leak or there was some type of damage to the property itself. So maybe it's the legal documentation that it needs to be rewritten. It is going to be taken care of. Between April and June, you're going to be relocating, and a lot of you, it begins in April. So if you've already started the process, you'll hear something around the third into the fourth week is what I just heard, third into the fourth week. And then it will close in May or June. But there is a new destination point for you guys when it comes to wherever you live. This can mean your current home, if you're not planning on moving, your current environment, you are revamping it. You're going to get something. You're going to get a little wall decoration, maybe some plants around you. You're going to redo it. And it doesn't have to cost a lot of money, because I feel it's your adventurous spirit that is going to be creative as well. You have the card of manifestation. This means you own the power to create whatever it is you want. You want to paint a painting, you will paint the painting. Okay, and you will make it rock, whatever it is. It's front and center with a light underneath it, like, look at my masterpiece. And it's really going to help Leo bring back that confidence that you kind of had suppressed through this whole situation. Now, for another group of you, again, community is very, very big. This is going to community events. Especially if you're in the suburbs, not quite in the city, on the outskirts of the city before the rural. If you're in the suburbs, this is joining community events. And I am seeing singing, dancing. So it could actually be in the arts. Maybe you're going to take a dance class or a singing course. I see a lot of people in the community joining in. So it may be a community event. And I think I said something kind of similar in Pisces reading. It could have been Sag. But it definitely has to do with connecting with people in a very positive way. You're going to meet somebody in this arena. Now, this person that you're going to meet is going to be very loyal and dedicated type of a personality. So they don't give their loyalty very often, but once they do, they mean it. It's like their word is their bond. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Their word is their bond. Now, this person is gonna, we have the card of judgment. This is that big decision. It's a final choice for some of you. I feel that has a lot to do with this King of Swords. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy, definitely Aquarius. So it's about the legal system coming through for you. Now, there may be an attorney in that group that you're going to meet. For some of you, it is going to be a partnership. Kindred spirit is what I'm hearing. And I don't say that word very often. I don't hear it very often, but this is going to be a kindred spirit. You guys are going to be completely in sync with each other and just at the right time. 2 months ago, you probably wouldn't even looked at this person, but as we go forward, you're actually going to be able to see them and you're going to be feeling good. Leo's energy vibration is going up, and when our energy vibration is, when we're happy, that's when we manifest. If we have old icky stuff behind us, underneath us, hiding, and I've worked with people the last 8 years on pulling that trauma out and bringing it front and center to remove it, right? If we have it hidden, it will block us in every single avenue. It will block relationships and abundance and prosperity in every possible way. But I feel for this group of Leos, you've actually gone through and done a lot of inner work. Some of you have done shadow work. You've literally done the shadow work, and you are now stepping into this beautiful empowered self of Leo. You are the lion, and here you roar, and everybody's going to come running to see this majestic version of you. It's very, very positive. Now we have the Two of Wands. You have a big choice to make when it comes to which direction you're going to go. Not just about whether or not you're going to allow abundance in, all right? You're creating that abundance, but also what direction you're going to go when it comes to financial endeavors. Some of you are going to stick on the long path, you're going to stay with that, and others are you going to look for a shortcut. When it comes to financial investment, it is important that you find the right person to guide you through this situation. Even if you already know how to do it, there's so many changes and so much new information that's coming in bits and pieces. You have to kind of really pay attention to what's going on. They may be online. It may be somebody in your local neighborhood, somebody on social media that you're listening to, but they're extremely good financial advisor that has everything to go with your situation. Like it matches. So you're going to hear them and you're going to say, okay. Now it is important because this may be the last opportunity for this situation with your finances. It is important to do your due diligence. Make sure you are research. Don't just listen to somebody. Do your research while the research is still open and available. Do your studying. Look at other people, and you're going to be able to make the decision on which path you choose. That beautiful Two of Wands, that's all about you. You're taking a new path, and some of you are definitely going to take the shortcut. You don't want to be in the situation you were in. You don't want to be in the situation you're in right now. I feel like it's not as fulfilling as it actually could be, but it's on the way. Now, there is a group of you, you feel absolutely fulfilled. Everything is going really good, but your belief system is very, very different than the group I was just talking to. Your belief system, when it comes to your foundation, is change is inevitable. Change is exactly what creates new energy, new revitalization. If we stay the same, nothing changes, then we get stuck. And that's where we can go backwards, right? Or just sit there forever. Now you have the High Priestess, and the High Priestess is absolutely you tapping into your intuition when it comes to your foundation. You being able to make these changes and say, I'm open for changes, connect with the divine, okay? Whether this is through meditation, chanting, music, there's always a way. You want to find the rhythm that matches you. If it feels good, like the beat of a drum or the the music that you're listening to, if it actually feels uplifting, then it's probably the right way for you to do it. Traditional meditation isn't always applicable for everybody. It doesn't matter how you do it, it matters that you get in the zone. The zone is where your inner psychic, your intuition is highlighted, and you're going to know exactly what to do. So there's new communities, new friendships, and new opportunities on the horizon starting in April, maybe even finishing in April if you're already in that side of the group. When it comes to relationships, I feel cuddly. Like some of you are getting ready to actually start maybe cuddling with your partner or even wanting a relationship again. Now, as I look at the partnerships, okay, in romance, there is a beautiful unity where you may have been apart. Maybe you weren't feeling sensual and confident, or your partner wasn't. But there's a coming together of now you guys are connecting again, and it starts in the month of April, highlighting in May. So you're going to feel an upswing when it comes to a romantic situation. For some of you, when it comes to family relationships or friendship relationships, you've got the Two of Pentacles there. And it's a 50-50 deal. Are you bringing them with you? Are you still going to be involved with them? And how much of your energy, time, your resources are you going to give to this particular person? I'm actually being shown three people, so it looks more like a family or a group of people that you were associated with that I don't feel you guys were. They may have been this Seven of Swords, okay? They may very well be the Seven of Swords. You're going to know how that fits in your life, if it fits at all. This is a general reading. There's something going on in this situation of what I'm being shown. Remember, past, present, future, and this has not been shown to you yet. There's something going on where I feel there's a gossip, there's a talking about Leo. They they're confused. It's almost like they're watching you go from a lion cub into the majestic, beautiful giant Leo. They're talking about you and they're astounded by your growth. And what a beautiful, I don't think I've ever said that before either. So this is incredible. The new information that's really coming through for Leo, confirming that all these changes are coming in just for you, but you have to be ready and say, I'm ready. You have to make sure you have no more hidden anger or the shadows in your life. My readings are open. My combo session to dig in there and dive is open, but it's closing, and I'll be closing my services, bam, in April. So please check that out if you're interested in working one-on-one. You guys have this unusual way of connecting with people. I'm seeing one of you. Now, I feel this is more romantic because it's like, hey, you, hey, hey, you. You know that whisper, that come hither kind of energy. That's what I'm seeing over here with Leo. So there's a group of you, you really are you're gonna meet somebody that's gonna just rock your world. They're gonna knock your socks off, and it is going to be beautiful. Now we have the Four of Wands. This is all about relationships, which is exactly what we're talking about. It also came out with the Four of Pentacles. All right. So you can look up the meaning of 444. Make sure you're looking for, not looking for, but when you see the white bird, this can be a dove. It could even be a pigeon, but it is a white bird. To me, it looks like a dove. When you see the birds flocking around you, that's when you know there's going to be a change in the dynamic of the romantic area of Leo. Some of you are actually going to get engaged. You're going to get married. You're just simply going to find the partner that you want to be with. And some of you are going to like re-celebrate your existing relationship. Maybe get married again for the second time or have an anniversary party. But there is a celebration when it comes to Leo's relationships. Remember, this whole time that I'm talking about, the underlying energy is community, commune, communing together, working together, this group. You're unblocking yourself. So you're allowing this change, this beautiful, positive, energetic flow to come out of you. And it's actually going to be very uplifting for a lot of you when it comes to any kind of relationship. But there's something definitely changing, and it has to do with community, family, your neighborhood, your work environment. And if you're alone, it's time to get back out there. Put in the comments if you are ready to put yourself in the community, and just say, I am ready. Now, follow me on Substack, you guys, because there is some great information. There's a special message for you for the 8th. For this mid section, the 8th through the 15th energy, you'll see that on my Substack. I'll post it here. And before we go further, please click the like button on this video. Now, when it comes to your guided message, you're going to hear some incredible things. Don't be confused about voices in your head being like spiritual psychosis, or this is going to be real download information for Leo. This is specifically for you to really rumble inside of you, where it brings this roar, this baby cub roar, to a roar. It's like it really transitions it. It has everything to do with your inner divine masculine, your inner divine feminine. That is about your ego, your logic versus nurturing and emotional attachments. So there is a balancing coming through, and this is going to happen through the full moon. If you look, the full moon is behind it, and the full moon is actually coming in the end of April. This is the full moon I'm talking about. There's one every month. Cleansing, clearing, and opening up and allowing abundance is the best way to rejuvenate the heart of the Leo. And it is through this divine inner connection that you will realize you are connected to the divine all along, and you are the master of your universe. There's a beautiful energy coming in that is so subtle. It's a subtle sweetness, but yet it's also extremely impactful and very powerful, where people will want to admire you, listen to you, but also respect you. Not necessarily fear you, although there will be some that do. Leo, you're really coming into a new you, and I can't wait for this to happen. Thank you for watching. Much love.